ברוכות הבאות תחת כנפי השכינה, ברוכים הבאים תחת כנפי השכינה. May you be blessed beneath the wings of Shekhinah. Be blessed with love, be blessed with peace. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. For those of you who do not know me, I am Anna Berman. I'm the cantor at Temple Har Shalom. My partner in crime, Rabbi Muznitsky, is celebrating a family simcha and a family wedding, so she is away this weekend in Philadelphia, so y'all are stuck with me for the weekend. So I hope you'll join me in both prayer and in song. If you don't know the words that I am chanting, because most of it is in Hebrew, and you just feel like singing Lai, 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 please feel free to do so. We hope that you'll be able to share in prayer with us. I hope all of you has a prayer book in front of you in the pews or under you in the front seats. It says Mishkan Tefillah. Some of you may have also picked up a Torah commentary, which were out in the hallway, which we'll use during the Torah service. But hopefully you'll be able to participate this way. It is our hope that you will join us as participants in worship, and in order to do so, you will need a prayer book, as I stated. Jackie and Rebecca will be leading us in both Hebrew and in English, and there will be times when you will be invited to respond responsively. I invite you always to participate musically, as I said, during any of the chanted liturgy. Even if you do not know the words, just a hum, a lai, 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 etc., it's just great. I welcome all positive sounds from the congregation of singing and in chanting. Before Rebecca and Jackie can begin to lead our worship service, they must first be wrapped in a talit or a prayer shawl. Talitot come in all shapes and sizes and colors, but what matters most are the fringes on the corners representing the four corners of our Jewish world. The fringes are knotted a total of 613 times, representing the 613 commandments given to us by God in the Torah. Most of you are familiar with the Big Ten, but truly we spend the rest of our lives as Jews learning and studying the remaining 603. The talitot that Rebecca and Jackie will be wearing are those that belong to the paternal great-grandfathers. As they are passed down the door of a door, it connects them as links in a chain from generation to generation, thus making them all the more special. We invite their father Mark and their grandmother Roseanne to the bima to unwrap them now. And girls, if you'll just take your place on the bima, bring your talitot. And give them to your dad and your grandmother. All right, you guys come around them. Okay. You flip it around. There we go. All right, girls, repeat after me. Baruch atah Adonai. Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher kitshanu. B'mitzvotav. Vitzivanu. Lihit atef. Batzitzit. Perfect. All right, and give your dad and your grandmother a hug and a kiss goodbye, and come join me. All right, come here, girls. Right here.
Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to our Shabbat service at Temple Har Shalom. A special welcome to all those joining us over our live webcast. In preparation for our service, please take note that the sanctuary is an electronic-free space, and we request that you turn your cell phones to the off position. We've worked long and hard to reach this day, and we are grateful for your presence. We hope that you will be attentive, considerate, and will fully participate in our worship.
Like the generations before us, we have prepared to take our place as Benot Mitzvah. Today we participate in our first adult Jewish life cycle event. We are now committed to the mitzvot and the teachings of our tradition. We pray that we may always understand our responsibilities as Jews, to show love to our family, kindness to the world around us, and maintain a connection with our people and her land of Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Praised are you, Adonai our God, creator of the world, who gives us life, sustains us, and enables us to reach this time.
Our service continues with the chanting of Ashrei, page 338 in your Mishkan Tefillah.
Ashrei Yoshvei Veitecha, Odi Hallelu Hasela, Ashrei Ha'am Shekachalo, Ashrei Ha'am She'Adonai Elohav, Tila Lidaviv,
Armimcha Elohai HaMelech, Va'avracha Shimcha Leolam Va'ed.
Bechol Yom Avarhecha, Ve'alela Shimcha Leolam Va'ed.
Gadol Adonai Umhulol Me'od, V'ligdu Lato Ein Cheker.
Dor Lidor Yishabach Ma'asecha, Ugvirotecha Yagidu.
Hadar Kevod Hodecha, V'divrei Nifleotecha Asicha.
Ve'eziz Nerotecha Yomiru, Ugdulatcha Asaprena.
Zecher Rav Tuvacha Yabi'u, V'tzitzkatcha Yiranenu.
Chanin Vrahum Adonai, Erech Apayim Udol Hased.
Tov Adonai Lakol, V'rachamav Al Kol Ma'asav.
Yoducha Adonai Kol Ma'asecha, V'chasidecha Yivarchucha.
We continue on page 342 and we rise for the Chatzi Kaddish. Yid Gadol Vid Kadash Mirabam Be'alma Divrach Yirutei V'yamlich Malchutei V'chai Yichon Uv'yamichon Uv'chayei Dechol Beit Yisrael Barkala Barkala Uv'izman Karim V'miru Amen Yehish Mirava Mivorach Le'olam Olol Me'ol Maya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitfa'ar V'yitruma V'yitnaseh V'yitador V'yitalel Shemit Kedusha Brichun Le'ela min korchata v'shirata Tishbichayta v'nechemata Da'amiram v'yalma V'yiberu Amen.
There are times when the love of God burns so powerfully within your heart that the words of prayer may seem to rush forth quickly and without deliberation.
At such times, it is not you yourself who speak. Rather, it is through you that the words are spoken.
We continue with the Amidah beginning on page 344.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagita hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Ve'Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Ve'Elohei Leah. Ha-El Hagadol Hagibor V'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Hasdei Avot V'Imahot, Umevi Geula, Livnei Danehem, Lima'an Shemo Ve'ahava, Melech Ozer, Umoshia Umagen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayei Hakol, Atah Rav Lehoshia, Mashiv HaRuach, Umorid HaGashen, Mechalkel Chayim Bechesed, Mechayei Hakol Be'rahamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Ferofei Holim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayim Emunato Lishenei Afar Micha Mocha Baal Gevurot Umidom Elach Melech Memit, Umechaye, Umatmiya Yeshua, V'ne'eman Ata Lehachayot Hakol. Baruch Ata Adonai, Mechaye Hakol.
We continue on the top of page 349.
Your might, O God, is everlasting. Help us to use our strength for good and not evil.
You are the source of life and blessing. Help us to choose life for ourselves and our children.
You are the support of the falling. Help us to lift up the fallen.
You are the author of freedom. Help us to free the captive.
You are our hope in death as in life. Help us to keep faith with those who sleep in the dust.
Your might, O God, is everlasting. Help us to use our strength for good,
For
blessing and not for curse, for life and not death, for abundance, not want.
Baruch
Baruch
atah Adonai, Mechaye Hakol.
נקדיש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמרום, ככתוב על יד אליך, וכרז זיו אמר, קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוך הארץ, כבודו. אדיר, אדירנו אדוני, אדוננו אדיר שמך בכל הארץ, ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו. אחד הוא אלוהינו, הוא אבינו ומלכנו, הוא מושיענו והוא ישמענו, ברחמיו וניקח חי. ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהיך ציון, לדור ודור. הללויה. לדור אדוני כגון לך, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך להקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש, לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
Please be seated. We continue in the middle of page 353 as the girls lead us in the English.
To all,
It's okay. Just turn the page. Turn the page.
for the good in us, which calls us to a better life, we give thanks.
For the strength to improve the world, with our hearts and hands, we give praise.
For the peace in us, which leads us to work for peace, we are grateful.
For the gift of Shabbat, which renews us for life, we offer blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat.
Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu, ba'amecha Yisrael utfilatam, v'yahava tikabel uti b'ratzon tamid, avodat Yisrael amecha, Baruch atah Adonai, hamachazir shechinatu litzion.
continue in the middle of page 355.
On this holy Shabbat, may we draw near to life, to peace, and to joy.
May we find true rest, holiness in our deeds, worth in our study of Torah.
Let us feed on the love of goodness. Let us drink from the love of goodness. Restrain our thirst for excess and cleanse our hearts to serve life well.
On this holy Shabbat, may we draw nearer in life and peace and in joy.
Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yirah na'avod. We continue with our prayer of thanksgiving on the top of page 356. That was a beautiful introduction, but we're not ready for Shalom Rab. So Modim, girls.
Modim anachnu lach, sha'ata hu Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu le'olam va'ed. Sor chayenu magen yishenu ata hu
Lador vador.
Nodeh licha unsaper tehilatecha al chayenu chamasurim biyadecha ve'al nishmeotenu hapkudot lach ve'al nisecha shebechol yom imanu ve'al nishmeotecha v'tovotecha shebechol eit erev vavoker v'tohorayim.
Hatov kilo chalu rachamecha v'hamrachim. Kilo tamu chasadecha meolam kivinu lach.
Ve'al kulam yitbarach v'yitromam shimcha malkenu tamid le'olam va'ed.
B'chol hachayim yoducha sela. V'halalu et shimcha be'emet. Ha'el yishuatenu be'ezratenu sela. Baruch atah Adonai hatov shimcha ulcha na'eh lehodot.
To lead us in our next reading, it's a pleasure to welcome forward Eli. Sweetheart, for the gift of our life. Right here? Which one are you doing? Okay, go for it, bud.
For the gift of our souls, for the promise of our lives, for all our lives, for all we might yet become, for the creative seeds sown within our minds, whose nurturing can yield a grand harvest. For all these gifts we thank you, O God, and pray that we prove ourselves worthy.
Together, may our lives be
ripe
ripe with the fruit of compassion, sweetly sustaining those in need. May we use our gifts wisely and with love, true messengers of blessing to the world. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'eh lehodot. Beautiful, bud. We continue with Shalom Rab on the top of page 358. Please join me.
Shalom Ra'av al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. Shalom Ra'av al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. Ki atom lechadon lichol hashalom. Ki atom lechadon lichol hashalom. Shalom ra'av al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. Shalom ra'av al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. V'tov v'hinecha livarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom ra'av al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. Shalom ra'av al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. Tasim le'olam. Tasim le'olam.
We take a moment now to just kind of get lost in the beauty of Shabbat and the beauty of our thoughts. to find peace within our own hearts, and just take a moment. Open up our eyes, teach us how to live. Fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that you are one. We will know that you are one. The highlight of all Shabbat services is when we can take the Torah from the Ark and share it among all of you. Our service begins on page 364, and as Rebecca and Jackie's parents and grandparents join us on the bima as we pass the Torah through the generations, it's a pleasure to welcome forward Michelle, Clark, Max, EJ, and Eliza Hubbard to open the Ark doors. If you'll all rise, please. Ki mitzion titzli Torah, ki mitzion titzli Torah, Adonai Yerushalayim, Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah. Our tradition at Temple Har Shalom is that after our students have accepted Torah into their arms, literally, and carry it around the sanctuary, it's our tradition to share its beauty and show what's important in our lives, to talk to all of you and share a message with our Benot Mitzvah. But first, a little bit about the Torah itself. As we open the ark behind us, you could see that there are 4 Torahs. While each may look different in size, they are exactly the same. Each contains the first 5 books of the Bible: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. It takes us 1 year to read the entire scroll. Each week we read one section called a parashah until we finish the entire scroll, as we did earlier this week with the celebration of Simchat Torah. Now we begin again. One might ask, why do we keep reading the same thing in the same order year after year for millennium? And the truth is that each time we may learn a little something different, and because we still haven't figured out how to grasp all of the wisdom that the Torah has to offer in order to make the world God gave us a better place. The girls will be sharing in a little while what they found meaningful in their Torah portions. Whereas this morning we read from the very beginning of the Torah, the parashah of Bereshit. This afternoon, we begin reading for next week's Torah portion, the portion of Noah, the story of the flood and the Tower of Babel. Rebecca will be reading the story of Noah, and Jackie will be chanting the story of the Tower of Babel. It is my job, however, to find meaning in both of these stories in relation to these 2 wonderful young women. Both of you bring joy and pride to your family with your dedication to the process of becoming Benot Mitzvah. I don't think that I have ever seen 2 young people practice as much as the 2 of these 2 did. I had at least 2 rehearsals this week, 2 rehearsals the prior week, and the prior week, and the prior week, and the prior week. They would meet with Rabbi Kaplan for about an hour, and then they would come and see me as well. They were truly dedicated. Tradition tells us that Noah was a righteous man in his generation, but that doesn't necessarily mean he was such a great guy. It just means he was a lot better than most of the people living during that time, that he was less corrupt than the others. You 2 are living in a time when news of corruption explodes on TV, on social media, where Instagram and Twitter show images of awful things happening to other people, and it is easy to get caught up in all that awfulness. How can the 2 of you hear and see all that is thrown at you 100 miles an hour and still remain innocent and open-minded? I would urge the 2 of you to remain as true to yourselves like Noah, but also not be blind like Noah was. He saw the way people were treating each other, and yet he remained silent until God called upon him with a mission. Don't wait for God to reach out and stand up for what is right. And how do we stand up for what is right? Through our actions and through our words. Words are so powerful, and sometimes even more powerful than actions. We learn in the story of the Tower of Babel that at one point, everyone spoke the same language, and while one would think this is a good thing, often we can speak the same language, but completely miscommunicate. As teenagers, you both know how easy it is to say one thing and mean something completely different. I would even go so far as to say that communicating through text and emojis can completely get us into trouble. How many times has each one of us sitting here in the congregation attempted to say something only to have autocorrect change it completely? Your generation has the extreme challenge of learning to communicate very differently than my generation. An entirely new way of communicating has emerged very similarly to the way God confounds the speech of the people building the Tower of Babel. We thought we knew how to talk to one another, but now we rarely speak to anyone anymore unless it's by email or text. My charge to the 2 of you is always remember that there are people out there who want to talk to you like with words, like coming out of their mouth, and get to know you. Remember how to openly communicate. The 2 of you are so special and have so much to give and offer the world. Challenge yourselves and those around you, especially your friends, to put down their phones, Spend time with others and be present. Remember the language God gave you and the power to speak with your voice, and not through new languages that emerge like Bitmoji and emojis and abbreviations that completely baffle me. You both have these wonderfully beautiful voices. Embrace them, use them, and share them. We promise to always be here to listen with our whole hearts. And now it's our turn to listen as each of you chants from the Torah. All right, Rebecca, you're first. Right here, babe. Come around. Come around this way. That's okay. And while Rebecca will be chanting Torah, there are others that will be here to bless the Torah. So for the honor of the first Aliyah, it's my pleasure to welcome forth William and Bettina Heller, her grandparents. You're going to come around this side, sir. Sure. Okay, start at the top of the page, sir. 1, Baruch Hu.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai. Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Go for it, honey.
Amen. Ele todot Noach, ish sadiq, tamim haya, b'deratav et ha'elohim, hitalech Noach. Vayoled Noach shlosha vanim et Shem et Cham ve'et Yafet. Vatishachet haaretz lifnei ha'elohim vatimalei haaretz chamas. Vayar Elohim et haaretz v'hinei nishchata ki hishchit kol basar et darko al haaretz.
Beautiful. Blessing after.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nota b'chayinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Very good. Now you can give her a hug and a kiss. For the honor of the second Aliyah, it's a pleasure to welcome forward Michelle Hubbard, her aunt. All right, sir, this way. Mr. Hubbard, this way. Come around me. Stand next to me on this side. Okay. Just right here. Okay. All right.
Baruch Hu Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Vayomer Elohim leNoach, Kates kol basar ba'alefanai, ki mal'a ha'aretz chamas mipneihem, v'hineni mashchitam et ha'aretz. Asei lecha tevat atzei gofer, kinim ta'aseh et ha'teva, v'chafarta ota, mi baiti michutz ba'kofer, v'zeh asher ta'aseh ota shlosh me'ot ama, arech ha'teva chamishim ama rochba, ushloshim ama komata. Soar ta'aseh la'teva, ve'elama tichalena milmala, ufetach ha'teva v'tzidat hasim tachtim shnim ushoshim ta'aseha.
Beautiful, sweetheart. Blessing after.
Baruch Hu
Baruch atah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Give a kiss. You're such a good singer. All right, come around this way. You guys can go back to your seats. And you come around this way. the honor of the third Aliyah, it's a pleasure to welcome forward her parents, Amy and Mark.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Havorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Havorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Ba'ani hini mevi et hamabu ma'im al haaretz l'shachet kol basar asher bo ruach hayim mitachat hashemayim kol asher ba'aretz yigva v'hakimati espriti itach uvata el hateva ata uvanecha v'ishtecha unshevanecha itach ומכל החי, מכל בשר, שניים מכל תביא אל התיבה להחיות איתך, זכר ונקבה יהיו.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam natan b'tuchenu. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. One sec, baby. Let me call you to the door officially. You can pick it up, though. Ta'amun Rivka bat Meir ve'aviva lichvod haTorah habat mitzvah.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
May ha'of leminehu umin ha'pema lemina mikol remes ha'adama leminehu shnayim mikol yavo u'elecha lehachayot. Ba'ata kach leha mikol ma'achal asher ye'achel ba'asavta elecha v'haya lach v'lahem le'ochla. Vayas Noach kichol asher tziva oto Elohim kain asa. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Might step back a second.
Rebecca, Daddy and I are so proud of you. You read beautifully and always take such pride in everything you do. It's been such a pleasure watching you prepare for your Bonot Mitzvah. You're our oldest, mature, beautiful, smart, and wise beyond your years, and we couldn't be more blessed to have you and Jackie as our daughters. Someone once said, working hard and being thoughtful and generous and smart are the path to a better life. Rebecca, this quote reminds us so much of you because you do work so hard and are so beautiful and intelligent. But honestly, your greatest attribute is your thoughtful and kind-hearted nature. Your grandmother reminded us of a time when you were 4 years old and your grandpa Joe had just died. You saw your grandmother sitting on a couch and you told her that you never wanted her to be alone and that she should live with us. In fact, even to this day, when you see someone alone or left out, you include and stick up for them, no matter who is around. Another example of your kindness was when you were 8 years old. We went to a One Direction concert with your friend and her mother. Before the concert, there was a raffle, and the winner won a signed T-shirt and framed picture of the band. I'll never forget when you won.
The first thing you said to me was, "I can't believe I won, and we should give the prizes to my friend because it's her best birthday. It would make her so happy." Similarly, when you were 10 years old, I came home from work and told you about my student from Bayonne whose house caught on fire, and they lost everything. Your first thought was to give my student your iPad and any clothes that could help him and his 5 other brothers and sisters. You even influenced your sister, who really looks up to you, and quickly gave up her iPad so that my student had some entertainment when he was living in a shelter. My student was so thankful. He couldn't believe your generosity, considering it was a new iPad. Another example of your kind-hearted nature was when you joined the ski club and there was a girl, your friend, who had a hard time skiing. While the children left her, you stayed with her, and you didn't leave her in all those weeks that she skied, even though you could have gone with the other friends on harder trails. You didn't even tell me about it. I'd heard it from the girl's mother. The last mentioning of your kindness, and that most people can hear attest to, is that when someone needs a friend, you are there. In the 40 years of my life, I could truly say that if you weren't my daughter, I would want you to be my best friend. Your advice and thoughtfulness goes beyond infinity. You are kind and have a sweet nature that's infectious, and we're so proud of you because you love helping others, and always have. Rebecca, we feel very lucky to be your parents, and our blessing to you is that you live your life excited about all the possibilities this world has to offer. Be confident, love yourself, laugh every day. Be brave, speak up, and don't let fear get in the way of your happiness. Never hold a grudge. See the best in people and talk about the best in people. Always be proud of your heritage and religion, and never forget about the people who lost their lives so that you could be here today. Additionally, remember that the challenges you face make you a better and stronger person. Rebecca, you're a wonderful daughter, sister, friend, and you will be a great woman, wife, mother, and grandmother one day. Whatever you choose in life will be done with thought, hard work, and kindness. There's no doubt in our minds that you also always follow your heart, and it will lead you to the most rewarding life. We love you so much and are so lucky to have you as our daughter.
All right, do you want a box to stand up on where you can see the top of the column? It starts here, but then it goes up there. Do you want a box? I think I'm fine. Okie dokie. And for the honor of the 5th Aliyah, it's a pleasure to welcome forth Roseanne Silverman, her grandmother.
Baku et Adonai Hambarach.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bacha banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen.
Amen. Vayehi chol haaretz safa echat udvarim achadim. Vayehi panos ami kedem. Vayimseu vik'ah be'eret shinar. Vayeshvu sham. Vayomru ish el reu. Havanil b'nah levinim. V'nisrefa l'isrefa. Fatih lehem alvena. Le'aven ve'hachemar hayalahem lachomer.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan V'natu lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nota b'tochenu, Baruch atah Adonai noten ha-Torah.
Amen. Beautiful. She's ready for the hora, that's why she's saying it. For the honor of the sixth Aliyah, it's a pleasure to welcome forward Haran and Jeffrey Dane, her aunt and uncle.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach.
Baruch Adonai Hamorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen.
Amen. Vayimru hava nivne lanu ir umingdal v'rosho v'shamayim v'na'aselanu shem pen nafut al pnei chol haaretz. Vayered Adonai lirot et ha'ir ve'et hamingdal asher banu b'nei ha'adam. Vayomer Adonai Hein am echad v'safa echad lehulam v'zeh hachilam la'asot. Ve'ata lo yibatzer mehem kol asher yazmu la'asot.
Beautiful, sweetheart. Blessing after.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen. For the honor of the seventh Aliyah, it's a pleasure to welcome forth our parents, Amy and Mark.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach.
Baruch Adonai Hamorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen.
Amen. Hava nirta v'navla sham svatam asher lo yishmeu ish svatreehu vayafet Adonai otam misham al pnei chol haaretz. Vayachtelu livnot ha'ir al kain karashma Bavel kisham balal Adonai sfat kol haaretz umisham hevitam Adonai al pnei kol haaretz.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam natan l'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen. Ta'amul Yaakov bat me'ir v'aviva lichvod haTorah habat mitzvah.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen.
Elet toldot Shem ben me'at shana, vayoled eter pachshad shnatayim achar hamabul, vayechi Shem acharei holido eter pachshad chamesh me'ot shana, vayoled panim uvanot, va'ar pachshad chai chamesh u'shloshim shana, vayoled et shalach. Vayechi arpach shad, acharei holido et alach, shalosh shanim, ve'arbach me'ot, shana, vayoled banim uvanot. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Jackie, Daddy and I couldn't be more proud of you today. You chanted beautifully this evening, and your hard work has definitely paid off. We know it's sometimes hard being the middle child, but you're beautiful inside and out, ambitious, thoughtful, fun, tenacious, smart, and outgoing. When you are around, you take charge and have an entrepreneurial nature. You're inclusive and are a wonderful friend to many. You have so many incredible traits, but your best trait is that you never give up on what you want. You always stick to your guns, and that is why so many people look up to you. Jackie, your leadership skills became obvious when you were in second grade. You decided to start a secret trading business with your friends. You brought toys that you didn't want from home into school and asked students to trade their unused items. Unfortunately, I got a phone call from the principal 3 months after you started this business. And he said that although he appreciated this venture of yours, you weren't allowed to conduct business during school hours. You felt that this was not fair, because when you want to do something, you don't give up, which is why the trading business moved into our house. Another example of your tenacity was when you found out that we were moving to a bigger house. You wanted that big bedroom with a walk-in closet in the bathroom, and so did Rebecca. So I thought it would be a good idea for each of you to write your own persuasive essays, and I would have my students vote on who deserved the room. Although Rebecca is the oldest and wrote a very convincing essay, most of my students voted for you because you not only wrote that you were the neatest child of mine, but you also included pictures of what your closet and drawers look like. This is another example of how you get things done and you go after what you want. Another time you proved yourself to be a leader was when you ran for student council even though you were brand new to the school. And you won. Honestly, Jackie, we're in awe of how you're never afraid to try new things. You always try your hardest too, and you're so much fun and cool. And if you weren't our daughter, we would want you to be our best friend too. There's no doubt in our minds that you will accomplish all your dreams in life. You have never stopped believing in a better outcome for yourself and others. You're a remarkable girl, and our love for you is infinite. Jackie, our blessing to you is that you always remember that you are an amazing girl, beautiful and kind. We hope that you share your kindness with the world because it's contagious. It changes lives. Also, we hope you use your leadership skills to always help out others in a positive way. We hope you remember never to leave people out and to always be inclusive with plans. Never hold grudges. Life is too short. Forgiveness in life is very rewarding. Your great-grandfather, Jack Silberman, defined Judaism as doing unto others as you would want others to do unto you. So please remember to always be an active member in the Jewish community. In closing, we want you to know that we will always advocate and be there for you, no matter how old you are. I also would like to say that Jackie, you're a wonderful daughter, sister, and you will be a great woman, a great wife, mother, and grandmother one day. Whatever you choose in life will be done through hard work and ambition, both of which you possess. We love you so much and are so lucky to have you as our daughter too.
For the honor of lifting and dressing the Torah, it's a pleasure to call forward Elisa, Andrew, Aaron, and Avri Sher. Please rise. Who's doing this?
Where am I going?
Our Torah service continues with the chanting of the Haftarah, the additional and prophetic portion read on all Shabbatot and holidays. This afternoon's Haftarah comes from the prophet Isaiah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'indim tovim v'ratav divrhem hane'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'Torah u'Moshe avdo u'Yisrael amo u'v'nviei ha'emet v'tzedek. Rani akara lo yalada bitchirina v'tahali lo chala ki rabim b'nei shomema mi b'nei vula amar Adonai archivi mikom ocholech v'riot mishkenotayich yatu al tachsochi harichi mei torayich v'tedotayich azeki ki amin usmol sifroti v'zarech goyim dirash v'arim nishamo yoshivu alter ki lo tevoshi ve'al tekalmi ki lo tachpiri ki voshet alamayich tishkachi ve'herpat alminutayich lo tizkeriot ki vo alayich osayich Adonai tzivaot shemo v'go aleich kadosh Israel Elohei chol haaretz yikarei.
Kol kli yutzar alayich lo yitzlach v'chol lashon takumitach lamishpat tarshi zot nachalat avdei Adonai v'tzitzkat ha'meiti ne'um Adonai. Hoi kol samei lechu lamayim ba'asher ein lo kasef lechu shivru ve'echalu ulchu shivru bilo chesef uvlo mechir yayid v'chalav. Lama tishkilo chesef bilo lechem v'giachem bilo lisova shim'u shama wa elai v'ichlu tov v'titanag ba'deshen nafshechem hatu oznechem ulchu elai shim'u utchli nafshechem ve'echrata lachem brit olam chaste David הנאמנים הן את לאומים נתתיו, נגיד ומסווה לאומים הן גוי לא תדע תקרא, בגוי לא ידעוך אליך ירוצו למען אדוני אלוהיך ולקדוש ישראל כיפי ערך. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, tzor kol holamim, sadik bechol hadurot, ha'el ha'ne'eman, ha'omer ve'oseh, hamdaber u'mkayim, shekol devarav emet v'tzedek. Al ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al ha'nevi'im ve'al yom ha'shabbat hazeh, shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu likdusha v'limnucha lechavod u'letifaret. Al hakol Adonai Eloheinu anachnu modim lach u'mivarchim otach yitbarach shimcha b'fi kol hai tamid le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai mikadesh haShabbat.
As we prepare to return the Torah to the Ark, it's a pleasure to welcome forward Nellie Toll, Edward Heller, Sidel Sandler, and Joyce Sternstein. Please rise. Please be seated.
Shabbat Shalom. With every bar or bat mitzvah ceremony, each student receives a portion of the Torah in which they have to explain and understand how the situation is important. Because Jackie and I are participating in a Benot mitzvah, we've both decided to retell two different stories within our portion. Noach, the name of our portion from Genesis, which we were given, shows the task completed by a righteous man named Noah. In the beginning of Noach, God becomes frustrated with how his creation, the world, was becoming such a terrible place. As a result, God sends Noah to build an ark, round up his family, and round up pairs, one male and one female, of all living creatures. God would then generate a flood to destroy everything on earth except the ark and all that was inside of it. This flood represented God's disappointment for the world he had produced, and now he wanted to start over using Noah, his wife, their 3 children, and all of the animals. After covering earth from top to bottom in water, God waited and eventually let a wind to sweep away all the water. Towards the end of the flood, Noah made sure it was safe to open the ark by sending a dove out and seeing if it would return to the ark. 3 tries later, the dove never came back, so Noah decided that the dove found a place to rest and that the water had receded over the earth. God had accomplished giving the earth a clean slate and preserving what was right in the world. The lesson that I've chosen to reflect on is about questioning. Noah was said to be a righteous man, but he did not use his communication in beneficial ways. When God ordered Noah to build the ark and take specific species on it while he demolished the world surrounding them, all Noah did was obey. Noah did not prove God wrong and that people could change for the better if they really tried. He just behaved like a puppet and did as he was told. I'm not saying following someone's commands is bad and not worth it. Rather, do not always just follow orders. I believe if Noah questioned God's judgment and suggested that God talks to the people, he would not have had to go through all the trouble it takes to remake the world. It is important for us to question and listen to each other in order for the world to evolve in better ways. Realizing this, I've thought about all the times people have told me what to do. I'm the oldest child in my family, and following authority figures' instructions has become a habit to me. I've learned to respect others' directions without question, when really I should have been asking why. For example, like every kid, I've been asked to clean my room, but I do not understand why cleaning my room is so necessary. I don't see how anyone could enjoy cleaning, but at this age, you should not be held against a messy, or as I would rather say, a more interesting bedroom. My mom still continues to tell me almost every day that I must manage my room. Finally, I know my mom will never be able to put up with my type of cleaning, but I do feel as though putting alternative solutions into someone else's mind can lead to a more superior change in the future. Preparing for the ceremony and becoming a bat mitzvah, I now see that I am following in my ancestors' footsteps and taking part in this meaningful ceremony in which some never got the chance to experience. This privilege in which I am permitted to participate reminds me how many people before me did not get this opportunity, and to be able to take place here today, especially with my sister, means I can continue my people's faith. The Hebrew word mitzvah means a good deed, or more accurately, a religious duty. Now, as a young adult of the congregation, I am lucky enough to perform good deeds on innumerable occasions. Each upcoming bat mitzvah is given the possibility of choosing a project that shows they want to help their community. I, along with my family, have been volunteering at Sunrise Senior Assisted Living. For the past 5 months, we've been going to Sunrise every Sunday to play piano, ukulele, sing, and play games. I think of this as a mitzvah because some of these people have lost their vision, hearing, stability, and connection to family. The activities we do with the kind residents brings me and them joy. I love playing a part in their lives where I hopefully give them and myself lasting memories. When I met with Rabbi Miznitsky to prepare for this writing, I had only one mitzvah project to share. But as we talked, Rabbi mentioned that there's a program called Yad Vashem that allows you to share your bat mitzvah with a Jewish child whose life ran short. Jackie and I wanted to give the chance to make the most of this ceremony. This is especially important to us because our heroic great-aunt Nellie is a survivor of the Holocaust. The child I want to remember and am doing this service in honor of was named Rivka Schwartz from Ishishok, Poland. Her short 13-year life was ended by murder. She was shot in her hometown before she could celebrate as a bat mitzvah. This young girl belonged to a family of 4. Her mother Pia, her father Dov, and her 10-year-old sister Rachel, along with Rivka, perished after being shot into a mass grave along with every other Jew in their community. Rivka, the oldest child in her family, just like me, was alive one more day than her father, which means it is very possible that she saw her own father murdered. I guarantee no one should ever have to deal with a situation that tragic and mortifying. Both parents of Rivka and Rachel had occupations. Pia, their mother, works as a housewife, and their father, Dov, was an entrepreneur. This small town her and her family lived in held 2,800 Jews, which was 70% of the whole town's population, and each Jew was shot by 1941. Because Rivka could not take part in this commemoration of becoming a Jewish woman, I've chosen to share my day with her, and I cannot be prouder. Instead of mourning over her and her immediate family's deaths in the sickening war, I would like to revere Rivka's celebration of becoming a bat mitzvah along with me and Jackie. As I take on the Jewish adulthood, playing a more sophisticated role in my community is now a responsibility I must prove to myself. Jewish adults must see that they get involved in every religious holiday, whether it is for Yom Kippur, fasting for a day, or Passover, not eating any leavened food. It is my responsibility to share my beliefs and any misconceptions that people may have about the Jewish religion. Trying new experiences and not holding grudges are some things I've learned as a maturing Jew, and I know I could accomplish so much more starting with these simple responsibilities every Jewish adult has to accept. This celebration of me becoming a bat mitzvah has meant so much with each and every person in this sanctuary. I would not have been here today without my Cantor Berman, for spending countless sessions working with me and making sure I was prepared for this momentous occasion, Rabbi Miznitsky for sharing her true love of Judaism with me, and Rabbi Kaplan for putting up with both Silbermans for many years and teaching us what it means to be a proud Jew. Grandma, Nana, and Grandpa, you all have been my role models since I was born, teaching me lessons, being my cheerleaders, and taking me on many shopping and vacationing adventures. There is not enough gratitude in the world to give to you, and I know this because if there was, I would give it to each of you. I love you all so much, and I'm grateful for all the selfless things you do for me. Mom and Dad, thank you for acing the hardest job anyone could possibly have, being the parents of all 3 Silberman kids. Thank you for taking me to Hebrew school and challenging me as a growing adult. You were always right beside me whenever I need a hug or something to laugh about. You made me who I am today, and I am blessed to have such amazing people who I love more than anyone in my life to guide me through it all. I would also like to thank my wonderful brother Eli. I love you so much, and you're one of the many people who has kept me smiling throughout all my 13 years. I cannot express how appreciative I am for your childish antics that leave me laughing on the ground for hours. Last, I'm incredibly honored to share this day with the person who has made my life not only extremely fun, but also the best it could possibly be. Nobody understands how lucky I am to only have to walk a few steps down the hall to get to my lifelong best friend's bedroom and gossip all night about situations and topics that don't make sense. My beyond extraordinary sister, Jackie, means the world to me, and I feel so accomplished to be standing here today with her by my side. Finally, thank you to our family and friends for coming today in support of us becoming Benot Mitzvah. To conclude, I have created a personal prayer for myself towards the future. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam. May I live the rest of my life not living in fear of the unknown and making the most of every day I have on earth.
In my Torah portion called Noach, countless life lessons are taught and can easily be adapted to lives everywhere. The Tower of Babel is one of the life-changing stories my Torah portion Noach has that is about teamwork, slavery, and power. In the beginning of the story, the small amount of people God had made came upon a land and decided that it was very important to build a tower tall enough to reach the heavens so that they could be as powerful as God. They started to work together to form a tower. However, this made God very upset, because instead of honoring God, the people were only interested in making themselves as well known and as popular as God. While the people in Babel built the tower, they started to argue about who would be the person recognized as the true builder and creator of the masterpiece, the Tower of Babel. They wanted fame for themselves and ended up competing with each other for the glory of doing something important for their world. The people went from a well-mannered group devoted to God to a group of arguing people who brought a detestable thing to our world. Additionally, some of the weaker people in Babel were enslaved as laborers by the power-hungry individuals in their community. Their freedom, rights, and liberty were taken away by these power seekers who brutalized their individuality. Because of the people's actions, God changed the language of everyone as a punishment for their behavior. Furthermore, God destroyed the tower and scattered the people all over the world. They used technology for pride and vanity, instead of using it to improve the lives of their society. To summarize, the Tower of Babel threatened the loss of freedom for all people because they mismanaged the capacity that God had given them. They could have made houses for the poor, sick, elderly, and hungry, but instead these individuals misused their gift and put it to use building the highest tower in the world. The main lesson I learned from the story is that you need to do what is ideal for the people around you rather than being selfish and doing what you think is best for you and worse for others. In other words, the people who were selfish chose to use the weaker as their tools to become more powerful in Babel. As most of you know, the Holocaust served a sickening purpose in our history. Some of my family were forced to hide out or even imprisoned into concentration camps where they were the tools that inconsiderate people used and then threw away like they meant nothing. I feel as though nobody should have to put up with any situation similar to this. Even though I've yet to meet any person or group to make me feel small and then feed off my emotions. This has now shown me that respecting others is crucial and everyone is or should be treated equally. Becoming a bat mitzvah, I chose to take on the responsibility to carry on Jewish traditions. Like my ancestors, they have continued to celebrate Jewish holidays, marry other Jews, and most importantly, going to temple and having a bar bat mitzvah. I'm lucky enough to participate in this amazing event and add on to the list of people who have continued to build our Jewish community. To some people, responsibilities are irritating and bothersome, but in the Jewish community, my expectations are fun and enjoyable. As I grow older, I will have the ability to cook for holidays, sing songs like the Monish Tanah and Dreidel, and play games like Searching for the Afikoman and Passover Bingo. Along with all these fun responsibilities, it is important for me to prosper and continue to be thoughtful and kind to others. I intend to attend services and listen attentively to the prayers and sermons that will make me a better person for my future as a Jewish adult. Today, like every other bat mitzvah, Rebecca and I had the honor to do our mitzvah project at the Sunrise Senior Living. As we perform for them and play games like Jingo, Bingo, Hangman, Pokino, and card games, they share news about their families and lives that open our minds to new and exciting things. We are enlightened every week with their enjoyable stories, and we absolutely love sharing our stories with them. As Rebecca mentioned before, we both chose to participate in the Yad Vashem twinning program. That gave me the tools to remember and learn about the life of a child who was murdered during the Holocaust. The child I was paired up with is named Jacqueline Morgenstern. She was from Paris, France, and never got to have her own bat mitzvah. Jacqueline was born on May 26 in 1932. Jacqueline was an only child and only had a mother, Suzanne, and a father named Charles. Charles had his own hairdressing business with his brother Leopold, and Suzanne was his secretary. In 1943, the family fled to Marseille. Marseille was supposed to be a free zone, but her whole family ended up getting arrested and deported. Jacqueline's mother was murdered in Auschwitz, a death camp, and shortly after, her father was transferred away to a concentration camp in Russia. He was then freed in 1945, and days later, he died of starvation. In November 1944, Jacqueline was sent to a concentration camp in Germany, where she was murdered on April 20th, 1945. Horrifically, Jacqueline did not reach her birthday and died shortly before. Less than 1% of Jews survived that year. It upsets me how Jews were treated like freaks and not as equals. I hope we can live in a more tolerant world one day, where everyone will be treated equally, not based on their religion, culture, race, gender, or age, and everything will be safer. I would like to end this terribly long speech by thanking all the people who have taught me all these life lessons on how to be a tolerant and kind person and how not to judge people. First, I would like to give a huge amount of credit to Cantor Berman for preparing me and teaching me all of my prayers for today. Along with the cantor, Rabbi Muznitsky and Rabbi Kaplan deserve tons of credit in helping us learn prayers even when both Rebecca and I had trouble pronouncing the words. To add on, my Nana, Grandpa, and Grandma have done so much to help me grow. Their support through everything has made me feel protected and safe. I love you all so much, and you are all miracle workers. My dad's mother, Grandma, you taught us manners and how not to say yeah, and I love you so much for your support with everything. My mom's mother, Nana, you taught us bocce and Mexican train, and you make me so happy when I play with you. Lastly, Grandpa, you taught me about cooking, and I love talking about everything and anything with you. I love you all so much, and thank you for always being there for me. Perseverance is a very important and good trait to have, which apparently both my parents have. I have no idea how my parents lived through our childhood and handled all of Rebecca, Eli, and myself as we grew up through the years. Thank you so much, Mom and Dad, for not only giving me everything I could ever want in life, but for giving me unconditional love. I know I cannot ever thank you enough in words, but I will try to because I want you to know how much I appreciate you. I love you guys so much, and without you, I don't know how I would ever find laughter, let alone live. Eli, you have been there for me every day, and although we fight over games, you know I love you. Without you, I would probably just be bored all the time. I want you to know that I thank you and love you so much for keeping me happy with our Nerf gun fights, Skylander binge watching, and most of all, just being around when I'm stressed out. I love you so much, and I hope you know that. Now, Rebecca, I honestly could not live or do anything without you. Whenever I get in trouble, you're there. When I watch TV, you're there. And although I annoy you, thank you for putting up with me. I love how we play fight, and my best memories are when we are bored and start screaming weird noises and make an interesting song with water bottles, tables in our hands. No one understands me like you do, and everyone can probably tell that when we accidentally say the same things at once. I look up to you as an older sister and wish I could be like you one day, but I know I never will be. This is because it is impossible to be as pretty, thoughtful, and as understanding as you are. I love you so much, and you mean so much to me. Now, I know I just spent 5 minutes thanking my family and Hebrew teachers, but now I want to thank all of you. The presence of you all means so much to Rebecca and me. I especially want to thank you for sitting through the service and staying even though listening to Hebrew is not the most fun thing to do on a Saturday. To conclude, I would like to add my own personal prayer. The prayer I made is about how I want to change the world and make it a happier and better place for the future. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. May I always find the best in people and bring people up with positivity. Shabbat shalom.
Truly, I am in awe of the two of you. If there had to be an afternoon where I needed to go solo, thank God it was with the two of you. You made this job incredibly easy for me. Rabbi Kaplan and Rabbi Musnitsky wanted to share a couple of words with you, so I share them on their behalf. Dear Rebecca and Jackie, Rabbi Kaplan joins me in offering our heartfelt best wishes of Mazel Tov on the occasion of your Benot Mitzvah. We have marveled at your growth since the start of your studies and the confidence exhibited here on the Bima. We truly regret that a simcha in our own family is keeping us from celebrating together. We wish for you both the very same blessing which was bestowed upon Noah and his family. After being cramped for 120 days in the uncomfortable ark, waterlogged and despondent, the waters finally recede and Noah's world is rebirthed with the glorious blessing of the rainbow. We pray that you may always seek to fill your lives with the brilliance of a rainbow, for it symbolizes the faith that life can ultimately be good, no matter the challenges. There is always a glimmer of hope, and a ray of light that can and will be better if both of you continue to be role models and exemplars in embracing your Judaism, honoring your history, and generously sharing your time and commitment to supporting our people. Our pride knows no bounds, and we excel with your family and friends. Love, Rabbi and Rabbi. Behind me on the bima is a member of our board of directors, Mr. Bruce Dobin, who'd like to share a few words with the both of you.
Shabbat Shalom. It is my honor as a member of the Temple Har Shalom Board of Trustees to share in Rebecca and Jackie's bat mitzvah service and present them with some very special gifts. I offer my heartfelt best wishes of Mazel Tov to all the family and friends who have gathered here this evening for this special simcha. Rebecca and Jacqueline, you have been an inspiration to us today, most notably through your mitzvah projects. I want to thank you for what you and your family have done concerning the Yad Vashem project. Also, I would like to personally thank you for the volunteering you have done at Sunrise Senior Living Facility, and Eli also. My mother-in-law was there for 4 years, and I want to personally thank you. You make me proud to be a member of the Temple Har Shalom Board of Trustees. You make me proud to be part of this congregation. You make me proud to be a Jew. As you can see by their mitzvah projects, Rebecca and Jackie are wise, caring individuals beyond their years. Rebecca and Jackie, you remind us of the important Jewish teaching that one person can change the world. We are fortunate that our future will be more secure because of the Jewish values you practice and emulate. As a token of our gratitude and hope in your future, we present you with your bat mitzvah certificates, a Kiddush cup to hold all of life's sweetnesses. This Kiddush cup has been specifically designed for Temple Har Shalom. A $250 certificate from the North American Federation of Temple Youth. This can be used towards any NFTY Israel program. A certificate from the Bridgewater Jewish Community Center for a free year of teen membership. And from the Sisterhood of Temple Har Shalom, trees have been planted in your names through the Jewish National Fund. You will receive a certificate from the JNF concerning the planting of the trees in your honor. Rebecca and Jackie, may you enjoy the entire weekend in your honor. Mazel tov.
Thank you.
We continue with our service on page 586 as we rise for Aleinu. For the opening of the ark doors, we invite Haran, Jeffrey, Alexa, Justin Dane, and Eli to the bima.
עלינו לשבח אדון הכל, לתת תודה ליוסף ראשית, שלא עשה כגויי הארצות, ולא שמיינו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, ויתור עלינו ככל העולם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
May God bless you and keep you.
יאיר אדוני פניו אליך ויחונך.
May God's light shine upon you and be gracious to you.
יישא אדוני פניו אליך וישם לך שלום. Shalom.
May God always look favorably upon you and grant you shalom, grant you wholeness and peace. And together we say, Amen. We never leave the sanctuary without remembering those who have come before us. And this Shabbat of Benot Mitzvah, we especially remember the girl's grandfather, Elliot Joseph Silberman. We join together as one community in reciting the words of Kaddish. This Shabbat, we remember the yortzites of Sarah Bowden, Dora Boguslavsky, Nathan Cherwansky and Rose Cherwansky, Roger Klott, Paul Roy Dickinson, Henry Kaplan, Alan Kelsey, Jacob Pete Levin, Edward Oleski, Sidney Stoller, Edward Stommel, Harry L. Zeitels, and we remember those who have been taken from us in recent days: Henry Frankel, Max Snitzberg, Elsa Kahn, Ari Fuld, and Marsha Kreutzmann, Michael Glantz, the father of Stacy Meltzer. Together we join as one community on page 598 in the words of Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah be'almadi vrachirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon uvyamechon uv'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael ba'agala uvizman kariv imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam l'almei almaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei d'kudesha b'richu Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, Amen. Please be seated. Before we send you off and on your way, we must first bless the wine which brings us such joy and the challah which brings us such bounty. So for the blessing over the wine and the challah, it's a pleasure to welcome great Uncle Irv Toll and all of the cousins, and Eli. We shouldn't leave Eli out. Come over here, guys. Guys, come this way. This way. Where did Uncle Irv Toll? There we go. Hello, sir. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen. L'chaim, take a sip, girls. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz v'tei avon. Mazel tov. Shabbat shalom.